Good day everybody, this is Dankaert Lexicon at Plein der Verlichting 2014 and I'm here with Elenore Blackwood and her right hand Viktor Kandiski. Right now we're at Plein der Verlichting. How are you liking the event?
Well, I really like the atmosphere and yeah, I really like talking to all these different kind of people with all these different kind of styles. I really love that. Yeah, lots of good creations.
Yeah, we've only just arrived here, but within the first few hours we've already talked to, well, I think over 12 people here.
Yeah, it's a really nice atmosphere.
Really nice. Yes, people are really open for some reason.
Yeah.
It's more, the discussions are more in depth than usual.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
And right here there is more, the tolerance level is very, a little bit lower. When people see somebody in outfit, they don't immediately say to them, talk behind their back, I don't like it or whatever. They're really open to you, and that's pretty nice.
Yes, you're very welcome to me.
Okay. So, but soon you're going to be organizing one of your own events.
Yes.
Plein der Verlichting.
Yes.
Could you tell us something about that?
Well, the idea just, it started happening 3 years ago. It was more like we were volunteers at this event that had a Charles Dickens team, and then we said, well, it would be so great to introduce a time machine here. And then from one came another, and eventually we filled up a whole square. And it was really good, and the people really reacted on it, and they really liked it. So now it's for the 3rd year, and what we're doing is we're trying to combine the stories of Charles Dickens with the stories of Jules Verne. A lot of people in the normal modern world don't know who Jules Verne is, but they do know Charles Dickens. And what I like the most is that the stories Charles Dickens wrote and the little boys he wrote about, that could have been Jules Verne, because they really follow each other up. And I think in the stories of Jules Verne it's a display of that world, but then with a bit more imagination in it and a bit more looking to the future, and I really like that. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to combine those two writers into one team, which is going to be a Victorian steampunk or a Victorian Enlightenment team.
Yeah, the difference with normal steampunk is that you combine different styles, and from that you get an entire new world.
Yes.
And well, the event is growing
rapidly,
very rapidly.
And what we're actually doing is we're looking at an alternate turn of history with steam-powered contraptions earlier than they would have been. And yeah, it's just kind of a world that didn't exist yet.
Yeah, instead of just a parallel world where steam power takes over, it's really just a futuristic side of it.
Yes, so we're really looking at the future that's already in the Victorian age and trying to highlight that a bit more.
Exactly.
So, but at Steenwijk, this is in Steenwijk, right?
Yes, sorry, I didn't mention that.
And, well, basically, last year it was, you have this Dickens festival, where it happens to be one square of steampunk.
Yes, it was a bit lost. It was a bit lost in the rest of the event. And Plein der Verlichting, or the English name, the Square of Enlightenment, is a sub-event. And what we did this year is the whole city will be will be telling the story of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Only the ghost of Christmas future will be the ghost of Enlightenment and the ghost of general future. So that will be the steampunk side. And Scrooge will be shown 2 futures. One, the normal future you see in the movie, that he dies alone and everything, and the other future is that he saves Tiny Tim, that's the sweet little sick boy, and Tiny Tim starts to become a writer under a different name, which is Jules Verne.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of a what-if story if little Timmy was
basically writer. Indeed, it's Jules Verne combined with Dickens, and from that, well, 3 different...
I don't think I've ever heard of that take on the story. You know, you've got a Muppets Christmas Carol,
yes,
and you've got
a
Blackadder Christmas Carol.
Yes.
And that's why it's growing so rapidly, because people are really interested. Like last year, you just said that the steampunk side was very small. People were walking around and thinking, what is this? I'm not quite familiar with this. And right now we're trying to introduce a whole new side by combining it with Dickens and Jules Verne to take it together. And our target right now is that people wander around the entire city and they keep in mind the story that we've written. and they think, oh right, I recognize this from the story, and I recognize that from the story.
Yes. So there will be more theater on the streets, and the actually meaning is that the people who are not that involved with steampunk or with Victorian style or whatever, that they step into this time machine and they come back in the 19th century. So we're going to show them the whole Christmas story. They already know, but then in a steampunk version.
Oh, right.
Well, combined with steampunk.
Yes, okay.
Everybody from the Victorian age is not wearing steampunk.
Right.
It's also just Charles Dickens style.
So you have the traditional Charles Dickens market, like
yes, with the
singing groups and things like that.
Yes.
And I guess the steamers are, you know, actual steamers from the Dutch community.
Yes, there are some steampunkers from our Dutch community, and we also have a lot of people who have never tried steampunk yet, but already give them up as a volunteer.
Yes.
So we're going to dress them, so we're going to help them. So it's for them the first step in the steampunk world.
Right.
So that's very interesting.
Okay, yes, it is.
Yeah, well, steampunk is growing rapidly in Holland, and yeah, it's a double opportunity for these people to get involved in steampunk.
It's mostly people we know from our daily lives who said like, what you're doing is so amazing, can I go with you sometime?
Yeah.
And then this is such a great opportunity for them.
Yes. Well, it is very unique. Last thing I'm curious about, how are you going to tell the story? You talked about actors and street performances. Is also part of the story told through the website or through another medium?
Well, what we're doing right now, and that's really taking place right now, is we're writing a story consisting of 3 chapters, and every week one chapter will be in the local newspaper, so people get a little bit an introduction to what's going to happen.
And on Facebook.
And on Facebook, indeed.
Yes, the Facebook page of Plein der Verlichting.
Okay.
From that story that we've written, we build up to the actual event where really a whole load of
it's
people.
really elaborate now.
Yes. The first chapter will be published in the 3rd week before the event. So then the 4th chapter of the book is experiencing it yourself.
Right.
And that is the event.
Wow. Well, I'm really looking forward to it. So have you any messages for the viewers?
The only thing I think we could say is just come, experience it yourself. If you have any outfit that suits, well, our team, or you think suits our team, just come, get your costume on, get your character on, and be there. Because we don't like to do it only by ourselves. You know, we like to involve everyone. If you can see here on Emporium Venice, everyone is involved together. But now we want to bring it more to the outer world, so combine it with the modern world. The actual slogan is for people to leave this time, come back to the past, and look there to the future. And that's what we want to show. And you can choose every help.
Even if you don't like steampunk or just want to see it or experience it yourself, just putting it on of those.
Yes. And it's a free event, no entry prices. Just come.
Is there a website or somewhere?
Yes, on Facebook you can find Plein der Verlichting. And that's for now the only internet source we have. The planning is for a website, but that's going to be next year because of all the other organizations stuff we're doing.
We already got our hands full right now, so we're just planning the event for this year, and from there we're looking to the future.
And I'll be asking you about that event as well. For now, this was Dankaert Lexicon with Elenore Blackwood and Viktor Kandiski. See you next time.
You gave it your best. I knew you could